Who didn't play this game? What's wrong with you? Who had the presence of mind to not play it, or the control? I mean, also thank you for sealing it and keeping it so I could hold this majestic copy in my hand. My name is Nick Kupsey. I'm a staff writer here at Goldin Auctions, and this is Nick's Game Plan. Today, we're going to be talking about this game, Metroid, released for the Nintendo in August of 1987. I didn't get this game until 1988, and I remember exactly when I got it. It was Christmas morning, 1988. I asked for this from Santa, Kid Icarus, and a really crappy game called Rygar, which a few people remember. Kid Icarus was the crown jewel, but this would be like the scepter, you know, in my holy royal video game Christmas, with the exception of Rygar. But this game, oh boy, this might be one of my favorite games. I know I'm given to fits of hyperbole, one of the greatest games. I love this game. It's still one of my favorite games. Look at it, it's fantastic. I'm telling you, this game is one of the most fantastic offerings that not only do we have in our auction, but was ever made. Now, the game features Samus Aran, a famed bounty hunter, who was sent by the Galactic Federation to the planet of Zebes to stop the space pirates and their leader, Mother Brain, from using Metroids, this parasitic life force, as a bioweapon. This game sold 2.73 million copies and is the sister game, believe it or not, to Kid Icarus. They were released at the same time, used the same engine. There's a lot of the same graphics and similarities between the two. One of the reasons I love it is that it has this open world kind of non-linear gameplay based on power-ups, and you had to explore, you had to find energy cubes and the screw attack, and you could roll into a ball and bomb. I literally play this game once a year. That's how much I love it. This was one of the most immersive games that Nintendo had made, and it was very, very revolutionary, since the open world gameplay was something kind of a new concept to home console games. This game was great because it had several different endings, and if you didn't get the right ending, you didn't know all the information about this. And it was like whispered on, like, in classrooms and playgrounds that if you got the right ending, Samus removed their helmet and it revealed to be a woman. So this is historic, as is the first Nintendo game to have a female protagonist. And it is absolutely my favorite. I remember playing it on Christmas Day. I had the NES Advantage joystick. It was like this box thing, and it looked like, it tried to emulate a arcade machine. To mixed results. And I remember when I finally beat Mother Brain, and then after you defeat Mother Brain, you gotta like get out of the base in a certain amount of time, and like the tension of that for like a 10-year-old was like gonna blow my mind. Beating this game, I don't know the equivalent in child accomplishment that this is, but as an adult, beating this game would be like, I don't know, fixing a plumbing issue when you have like no skills as a plumber. Like, that's how good it felt. Like, holy cow, I beat this guy, I beat this game. Because that's how I felt. It felt endless. Let me tell you about this beautiful box. First of all, this is an early copy. It has a Rev A label and a round Nintendo SOQ seal of quality, which indicates that this was released, I think, between January of 1988 and March of 1989. So this is a very early copy. The gray box, the realistic, you know, Nintendo started to do this where they put all the screenshots on there because Atari did not, and that was part of the reason why the market crashed in '83, is because what you bought was not on the cover. So Nintendo displayed it proudly on the front and the back, and this game is just, this is a great sealed copy. I mean, you're not gonna find many copies better than this. If you're looking for something, this is just great. This is one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. And with such a great seal rating of B+ and an overall box grade of 7.5, this is really, really highly sought after by collectors and people like myself. Who didn't play this? Like, who said, oh, you know what, I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm not gonna open Metroid. That's unheard of. It's crazy. I played this thing Christmas Day. I already had Kid Icarus that I was playing, you know? I had to open it that day. I had to put it into the Nintendo. Had to hear that click when it went into the console, and you pushed it down and you put the flap down. I had to do that. So this is kudos to whoever has better self-control than I do. Because, man, I can't even, like, say no to a Reese cup. Games like these are special because they were played and they were sold. So many million copies were sold that so few sealed games still exist. So that's what makes games like Metroid and all the other ones that we offer here at Goldin Auctions just so perfect. I'd kiss it, but it would look really weird. Good afternoon, everybody. My name, for the regular Nintendo, me. It's the best. It's the best ever. I love it so much. I would marry it if you could, you know, and we would move together to Boca Raton, and we would have a small Yorkie